Hey guys, this is Gerry O, point for Kids First. Today we're reviewing the film The Fifth Wave. This film is action-packed, it has a good amount of drama, and a good amount of special effects as well. The story starts when an alien race comes to wipe out humanity. The first wave is electronics being completely useless and destroyed. The second wave being a mass earthquake destroying almost every city in the world. And the third one is a huge epidemic of diseases that kills millions and millions left and right. Now, as you can imagine, humanity is on the thread of existence, and the story focuses on a girl who lost almost everything. Her parents, her friends, everything really. And the only thing she still has, is she thinks, is her brother, and she needs to find him. So she goes on this huge quest, this huge adventure to try to find him, where she meets foes, where she meets friends. If you want to find out what happens at the end, you gotta watch the film. My favorite scene would have to be the first 10 minutes when I talked about the first three waves. It's because of how they directed it, how they put it together, how they edited it. It was so smooth, so dramatic, so intense. The special effects were beautiful. Each scene, each second, each shot was just perfect. The shots, especially the aerial shots of the cities being destroyed, was jaw dropping because of just how spectacular it looked and how scary it was too. I mean, people in the audience were just staring in awe because of how intense and how dramatic they made those first 10 minutes. And of course, it is one of the most important scenes in the film because it gives pretty much the whole backstory. Now, the rest of the film, the directing was pretty bad. I think Jay Blakeson definitely didn't do the best he could with the story. I honestly felt like there were so many cheesy scenes between characters, and the romance, it was so cheesy, it was almost funny. And if they meant this to happen, if they meant the romance to be funny, it really did not fit in the film because this film was supposed to be dramatic, intense, sad even, not funny, and I think the romance just did not fit very well, and they did not make it come out very good. Now the cast, I think the cast did excellent for each role, and I think that the directing really was what messed them up. Because the cast, they play their characters perfectly, but the relationship between characters was not very well. The directing was not very good, but the screenplay was even worse. So many times in the film, you're questioning where did the character get this, or how did they know to show up here to save the main character, or wait a second, why did it say they were able to pick up that when it clearly shows in that scene had no possible way of picking that up, or something like that. It's just so many holes that it felt like they were very lazy. They kind of tried to rush almost the making of the script. And the backstory, like I said, there's pretty much only 10 minutes in the entire film that has any backstory, which makes it very floppy. And so much you question after the film. It's like, hey, remember this happened? So wait, no, wait, that happened. Wait, no, 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 did this happen? No, they said that. Because you can't really say anything in stone because they just made the whole story of the film so floppy and hard to understand. And at its length of 2 hours, it felt like just a very long trailer for the next film because it kind of left at a cliffhanger, and also it felt like it was a little stretched out at times and a little bit boring. However, the special effects were spectacular looking, especially the earthquake scenes when there are giant tsunamis coming. That looked beautiful. Otherwise, I thought the screenplay and directing could definitely have been improved on. Now, this film is very mature. I am even surprised it got a PG-13 rating. There's a lot of gore, there's a lot of violence, there's a lot of very intense, dramatic scenes, there's some mild language. Even I was a little bit surprised by how much intensity it was. So I give an age rating of 14 to 18. I also give it 2 out of 5 stars because although the casting and the special effects are spectacular and perfect, I really felt like the directing screenplay could have been improved on quite a lot. If you'd like to see this film, it is now in theaters near you. I'm Gerry O for Kids First. Bye.